Oh, another match point.
Incredible third set here.
They changed their strategy a little bit and they fought their way back in.
There it is, game, set, and match.
Hello and welcome to the 2025 APTA National Championships. We're live from the Philadelphia Cricket Club in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, bringing you the men's and women's national championships with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership and our tour presenting sponsors, Volley and Corin. Local support has been provided by the following tournament sponsors: MAPTA, the Metropolitan Area Platform Tennis Association; Platinum level sponsors, Philadelphia Insurance Companies and Xfinity; Gold level sponsors, T. Rowe Price, BLBB Financial Advisors, Beach and Morrow, Fathers and Sons, 1986 National Age Group Champions. Our silver level sponsors, Pond, Lee Hockey, Rothman Orthopedics, Pure Hockey, the Royal Bank of Canada, Falcon, and Total Platform Tennis. The official ball of the National Championships has been provided by Xenon Paddle. I'm Patty Hogan, along with Guy Moore, bringing you quarterfinal action between tournament number 2 seeded team of Flora Hanisch and Anna Zubori up against our number 7 seeded team, Kerry Delmonico and Lauren Gebbia. Welcome, Guy.
Hello, Patty. What a beautiful day here it is at Philadelphia Cricket Club. As you can see, it's pretty windy and the sun's a factor. It's getting a little less windy, but it has been a factor all morning. Let me introduce our players. You have on the bottom right of the screen, Kerry Delmonico. And then you have on the ad side over there,
it's Lauren Gebbia.
Lauren Gebbia. And then once we get back here, on the top of the screen, we have playing the forehand side, Florentina Hanisch, and her partner, Anna Marie Zubori.
This match, like all the matches, 2 out of 3 sets, Guy? Regular scoring?
2 out of 3 sets, regular scoring. Patty, I was talking to Kerry Delmonico before the match, and they're obviously very pleased to be here, and obviously they know they're up against one of the best teams in the country, but she was very excited to play this match, you know, with the mindset, hey, we have nothing to lose. We're just going to be loose. The pressure's not on us.
Yeah, Delmonico Gebbia have not played a lot of tournaments this year, Guy. Lauren's got 2 little kids, Nicholas and Blake. Kerry's the mom of Riley. Flora's the mom of Sophia. We got the moms covered out there today.
Perfect.
Last tournament, Delmonico Gebbia played. They lost to Bukian and Mahalovic 3 sets in the round of 16. So that was an early exit for that team. They went out to the semis to Burris and New Bay, Long Island. Kind of mixed results for Delmonico and Gebbia, but they seem to be peaking at the perfect time of the year, Guy.
Absolutely, and what they want to do with this match, Patty, is keep it very tight. If Zubori and Hanisch get a big lead, you know, they're just great front runners, and the tempo will favor them in a big, big way.
Oh, yeah, 2-time national champions together. Flora has another one with Annika Cooper. Kerry Delmonico got one a few years back, Guy. Who'd she win her nationals with?
Ooh, don't tell me.
Oh, I won't.
No.
I'll give you a clue.
Give me a clue.
Starts with an A. I. L.
Lemaine.
Oh, Guy, nothing gets past you.
Nothing. That was a great heads up, Patty.
Love 30.
Yeah, and I would say, too, Delmonico and Gebbia have to do all the basics well here to keep the match tight. What I mean by that, they need to serve well, be consistent, return well, and certainly get into every point with their volleys.
Guy, when they won the 2005 national championships, who'd they beat?
Ooh, I would say they beat Cindy Pendergast and Lauren Zink.
I mean, Everybody's got their facts down. We had to memorize so many things for this national championships here. Bruce Redpath said, bring your A game only.
It has been a game. You can see the sun squarely in Delmonico and Gebbia's face over there. And I would look early on for Zubori to be Zubori, hitting rollers, hitting cutters.
Beautiful down the line. Two-handed backhand. We haven't seen that much of Lauren Gebbia on the stream. She can crush it from her forehand, crush her backhand guy. She never met a ball she didn't love to drive, really. She got that from Louise, her mom.
And you know, Delmonico, Gebbia, Patty, I mean, just for the last few years, they're just a solid team. They do what they're supposed to do in their draw. And then hopefully they could surprise some people.
It's amazing how much that ball is moving. So true.
Just long.
30-40.
The winner of this match plays the winner of the other quarterfinals underway. Lopez Page up against Hallballer and Jackson. On the other side of the draw, top half, Burris and Elliott are playing Cran and Herschel in their quarter, and Anika Nicolescu are up against Morgan and Sikora.
Patty, would you say this is one of the deepest women's draws you've seen in recent Nationals history?
I would say so, Guy. Pretty amazing talent and depth here. And, you know, you see Chelsea Middle, Laura Barron going out in the second round.
Right.
Each of them has been in the finals of the national championship.
Right.
That's how good the game has gotten and the depth. And it's fun at Nationals, Guy. There's a lot of tour stops. But not every time do you get all the teams, and you don't get this depth during the season. But that's why Nationals is so much fun, because you really get to see some teams we, you know, are like on the verge of getting better in the game. So it's fun to kind of see them here at the Nationals playing against, you know, some of the top teams. I just don't see that during the season as much.
And you talk about Laura and Chelsea too, Patty. And, you know, I spoke with them last night after that match, and they just said, we flat out got beat. I mean, it wasn't the wind, it wasn't elements. They just said we got beat. So it just tells you how many great new teams there are out there. And this is the start Delmonico and Gebbia needed. Keep it close, keep it tight. Make Hanisch and Zubori work.
What advice would you give them?
These two teams didn't meet during the season. They did play in the Ridgewood event. Part of this, Floor played, teamed up with Taya Page, and they were victorious in the match against Delmonico Gebbia, but we didn't get this matchup during the season.
And you're talking about with Delmonico and Gebbia, two very smart paddle players.
Game, Hanisch Zubori. Hanisch Zubori lead 2-0 in the first set.
So you said it right away, vital for them to stay close here.
Has to.
Love 30. Love 15.
You can't just be happy to be here. You know, they are and they're not. I mean, again, talking to Carrie, she was looking forward to the opportunity. So.
Yeah, I mean, they had a draw. They had their 32s with Amy Shea and Jolene Sutter.
Yeah, we haven't seen them.
I mean, that's phenomenal. 32s at Nationals.
Points like settle into their point play. It's like they're playing catch up so far.
And Carrie Delmonico likes to move forward and transition in, and she's got great soft hands and touch, and she's got very good range, Patty. She always has.
Yep, I agree.
Sneaky.
Just tough combination. You see Zubori got the short ball, and then she got the next one, even a shorter one. So the serving games are going to be key for Delmonico and Gebbia to stay competitive in this match.
Yeah, and that's what I was just mentioning. They can't afford to miss any of the first 3 shots. They got to do the basics well to keep it tight.
Hanisch and Zubori won 2 events on the tour this year. They won the Baltimore event where they beat Lopez and Page in the finals. They also, actually, that was the second time they had Lopez and Page beat them the first 2 times there for their second win of the season.
Game, Hanisch Zubori. Hanisch Zubori lead 3 games to love in the first set.
Patty, great time to talk about one of our local sponsors, Pond La Hockey, with over 80 years of workman's comp experience in Pennsylvania, 20,000 plus successful cases, and over $1 billion recovered for our clients. Pond La Hockey Giordano is a workers' compensation firm you want fighting for you. Yeah, so this is, we at 3 Love here in the second. I'd like to bring in Mr. Mark Keeby from Total Platform Tennis. How you doing, Mark?
Doing well, Guy. Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you here. You guys put together the stadium court?
We did. Our crews did an amazing job of getting the court up, and then a shout out to Redpath for putting everything around it to make it look like the National Paddle Center. I mean, it's an unbelievable facility. I do want to mention that, my partner Dave Dodge, who runs our field operation and who was based here in Philly for years, wanted to be here, but he's recovering from a fully torn rotator cuff, and he just couldn't risk it, unfortunately. But he's going a little nuts sitting at home, not being here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark, you guys have always done a great job. This is probably one of the best stadium courts I've ever seen at a national tournament, so thank you guys.
Oh, glad to do it. You're very, very happy to be part of this facility. It's always a first-class event.
Well, Total Platform has been around a long time, and you guys only are because you're so good and professional and consistent, so thank you.
Well, we appreciate that. We've got a great team, and obviously Dodge doing this for 38 years and knows what he's doing and how to train our guys, so they're all good.
Super. Great having you, Mark.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here, Guy.
Yes, so Patty, here we are, 3 Love, Hanisch Zubori. This is the tempo that they like, that they want.
Guy, how good are Hanisch and Zubori?
They're just, we've used the word over and over. We started using it kind of last season, but the fitting what it described them is they're just lockdown 101. They do all the little things well, and more importantly, they're just a great team partnership. They great friends, they communicate well. It's a huge part of it. You never see either one of them hanging their head. They talk about things. I think it's, over the past couple years, with some of the challenges in the matches. They've been the top 1 or 2 teams for years and years, but I think they look forward to the challenges of the Lopez's and Pages and Elliott and Burris's. They do.
Yeah, they love playing against the best players.
Exactly.
And just, the athleticism that they bring to the table. And it's a great shot there of Flor Hanisch and Anna Zubori on it with the sunglasses. She's an artist on the court. She's just so fun to watch. All these women, amazing to watch. But watch Zubori when she works some of her magic. Just phenomenal racket skills.
Yeah, I think on the women's side, she's by far the most dynamic and creative with the shots she can hit. And that's why Hanisch and Zubori are such a good team, because Hanisch is just so rock solid and allows Zubori to be Zubori.
You know, and the thing is, they are so good at recognizing, like right there, they saw the drive, they saw an opportunity for the drop shot. You know, their creativeness. They see the whole court, and you know, Delmonico and Gebbia have to be they've got to be so precise here with their shot placement, because if not, Zubori and Hanisch can just carve them up.
Absolutely. And, you know, Hanisch and Zubori, you know, they've been so successful against everyone in the country. I mean, they've
15-30.
run into a roadblock a little bit with Burris and Elliott, but, you know, you got to look at other teams and say, hey, let's take what Burris and Elliott have done to Hanisch and Zubori and try to duplicate it, but no one really has been able to.
So you're Delmonico, Gebbia at the net guy. What would be some of your thoughts on how you would possibly try to break down Zubori and Hanisch on the baseline?
Well, I think it's the deep pushes to Hanisch, and then if you're going to keep Zubori honest, hard into her side back, where her back is against the back screen where she can't come forward. But as good as Hanisch is, you want to make her the one to beat you.
40. 15-40.
But I think, Patty, you and I called a match at Short Hills where they tried that tactic against Florentina Hanisch, and she was just lights out. Probably one of the best matches I've seen her play.
All right, giant opportunity here. Delmonico's got a hold serve, clearly in a little bit of a hole here, down 0-4, quarterfinals, 2025 National Championships from Philly Cricket Club. What an amazing setup, Bruce Redpath and all his crew. I mean, no stone left unturned here. They thought of everything. Just an incredible setup, great spectator seating, as you can see. But, you know, you walk around the grounds here, and this is just the oldest country club in the United States, Guy. It's so cool. You feel like you're walking in hallowed grounds here.
Yeah, the facility is second to none. Speaking of Bruce Redpath, he and I took a walk around. I mean, from the new Padel courts and squash facility, rackets facility. I mean, it's certainly world class.
Guy, 3 of these 4 women are teaching pros?
Yes, they are.
Tell us where they teach. Where's their fan club based out of?
Florentina Hanisch is at Somerset Hills in Jersey. Lauren Gebbia, is she at Edgewood? What is it?
Inglewood Field Club.
Inglewood Field Club. Zubori is
up in New Canaan.
Up in New Canaan. And I think Carrie Delmonico, her fan club's just the great Michael Stulak, right?
Right, Michael and Riley. And her fan club, basically, I think she has representation.
Short Hills Club?
Each state.
Yep.
Game, Hanisch Zubori. Hanisch Zubori lead 5 games to love in the first set.
Patty, let me tell you about one of our main sponsors, Volley. Did you know that Volley players have hit 7 million balls? Yes, 7 million balls. That's a lot of high-quality training. Don't get left behind. Get your reps in with Volley. Whether it's day or night, you're in control of your training. Volley offers world-class training on demand, helping you sharpen your skills and level up your game whenever it fits your schedule. Ready to join the movement? Start training smarter with Volley today. That's quite a dynamic machine, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great machine. I shared earlier how Carl Lebanon, great pro up in Darien, Connecticut, his son Luke won his 3rd junior national title with Omar Razali last weekend at Junior Nats, and he got his prep in before Junior Nats with a lot of reps on the Volley machine. Made a big difference. Hey, Guy, quick special thanks to our paddle party pleasers. There's a group here who's contributing to the Nationals, Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company, Guilford Brewing, Coca-Cola, and Asher Chocolates.
15 all.
Guy, I discovered a special treat in the refrigerator here. Have you ever had one of Bees Bites protein energy balls, Guy?
I don't think that I have. I don't even think I've been that close to one of those packages before, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of goodness in here.
We certainly need that.
They're easy to swallow.
15.
Well, Patty, you know, what did Delmonico and Gebbia do here? 5-love. I mean, I don't want to say this is kind of what we thought would happen, but what we said needed to happen for Delmonico and Gebbia, not happening yet.
40-30.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this guy. It is so tough. They're just relentless. The tweener.
Yep.
We'll get it behind the back pretty soon. I'm feeling confident.
Deuce.
And that's what Gebbia and Delmonico got to hope for, that Hanisch, Zubori just lose a little focus, play a little loose, and then all of a sudden they win a couple games here and there, and then when you don't think it's a match, it could be one.
For sure.
Set point here, Zubori serving.
Down the line and having her just step over then and look to drive.
Game, Hanisch, Zubori.
Down the line, but they insist on bringing the ball back.
So, Guy, we're going to be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by Joho.
Want to see how volley can transform training at your club? We've got a great offer for you. Gather 30 of your club friends and you'll get a free 30-day trial of volley. Experience firsthand how volley's trainer can help everyone improve. Increase reps and track your progress, all while training smarter. Don't miss out. Visit getvolley.com and unlock your club's full potential with a 30-day free.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
All right, how do we stream all of these games?
Well, we engineered a fast, reliable Xfinity internet.
So you never miss a moment while streaming live sports?
Isn't that the best part about working here?
No, it's the uniform.
Actually, Mr. Jalen, I do feel a little self-conscious.
Yeah, and I feel ridiculous.
I mostly feel cold.
Meeting over.
It's fine.
Try to make y'all look fresh. They don't get it.
Score the ultimate sports streaming experience with Xfinity Sports and News TV. Save more than $150 a year over YouTube TV.
You know you have an account with Philadelphia. A, they're covered properly. You know, the policy is second to none. And B, you're gonna have no service issues, whether it's inspections, claims, billing, whatever the problem may be, they're on top of it.
I love working with Philadelphia insurance companies. It's easy doing business with them. They make us look good.
It's a cultural thing with Philadelphia. Everybody is there for you.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. We're here at the 2025 Men's and Women's National Championships in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with quarterfinal action between our tournament number 2 seeded team of Flor Hanisch on a Zubori, who just won that first set 6-0 over the 7th seeded team of Carrie Delmonico and Lauren Gebbia. I'm Patty Hogan, along with Hall of Fame announcer Guy Moore.
How are you, Patty?
Oh, good. Tony Roma was busy this weekend.
I know. I had to step in there. We have Carrie. You could see them kind of laughing, having a good time, kind of what we talked about. But Carrie Delmonico serving in the white hat. Her partner, Lauren Gebbia, on the top right of our screen. White shoes, just hit that overhead. On the side of the screen closest to us, Anna Zubori, to our left, playing the backhand side, and her partner, Florentina Hanisch. This is exactly how they scripted it, right, Patty? What do you think Gebbia and Delmonico do to kind of stop the momentum?
I think it has to go back to fundamentals. I think they have to serve much better. Obviously, neither held serve Delmonico, strong serve over her career. Huge, high, percentage of games won on her serve. But right out of the box, just a little bit of struggle on the serving here. And if you can't hold serve against number 2 team in the country, you are dead in the water in a match.
Do you think that it would be, I was just going to say, them staying back? I think that eliminates.
So I love that play, Guy, and that's what I was thinking, okay, if you're going to go give them some tips or advice, what would they do? I think Gebbia and Delmonico, in a way, are they more effective from the baseline, Guy, against Zubori and Hanisch?
Well, the fact is they just lost 6-love in about 5 minutes, so they have to make some changes, and I do like what they're doing so far. Any change is better than what just happened, so I think when they stay back on the serve, Patty, they take the first 2 shots off the table. They're not going to fault because there's no pressure on the serve because they're staying back and they don't have to worry about the volley, which is another shot they eliminate having to hit by staying back. I guess a good question for you, Patty, is do you think it favors Delmonico and Gebbia the longer the point goes, or do they play fast and try to get through winning the match that way?
Is that a trick question?
A little bit.
You tricked me.
Okay.
Can you ask it a different way?
Should they play fast or slow?
Really slow, I think.
Yeah, I think it favors them the longer the point goes, but
really slow, and that's, but maybe that, and, I think Delmonico is really comfortable with that. Gebbia wants to hit the ball, so I think, I'm not sure that she would buy into that or agree that the longer, but obviously they've got to get into the points here. Just go into a holding pattern, throw up a lot of lobs, try to improve your lobs, and then capitalize on it. Kerry had an open court straight up the line, has to recognize that, as opposed to hitting that ball right at the woman right on top of the net at that moment. That sun does look fierce, Guy.
it is. It's been tricky all day, and you can't tell from this picture, but the wind's just as much of a issue today. And I've talked to a bunch of the players out there, and they say it's not only the ball's just moving so much when they think the ball's in one spot with their overheads, it's moving around. Then you add the sun to that too.
Guy, we had a 6-0 first set here in the Lopez-Page match against Hall Ballard Jackson. 6-0 first set there. Lopez-Page up 3-love in the second set. Some dominant play by our higher seeds here in the tournament. The cream is rising to the top quickly here. We're at the quarters. Burris and Elliott up 5-love in their quarterfinal against Cran and Herschel. There's a lot of love in Philly, unfortunately, for Delmonico, Gebbia, a couple other teams here in the quarters.
So when we say the depth of the tournament is probably something that we haven't seen, it's so true, but you still have these top 4 or 5 teams that have a lot of separation, and that's why you're seeing scores like this in the quarters of nationals.
Yes.
You're talking about 7 straight games here from Hanisch Zubori. You're talking about Page and Lopez, 9 straight games in another quarter. So, I mean, there's depth, and then there's just the top elite teams.
Right. Standings here at Nationals: Burris Elliott 1, Hanisch Zubori 2, Lopez Page 3, Morgan Sikora 4. Any of those teams, you could say, legitimately can win the national title. For everybody else here, it would take a lot of work, a lot of things to go their way.
Yeah, and even looking at the draw, I mean, you could pencil in those 4 teams into the semis. I just think they're that good.
15-all.
Kind of weird point. Gebbia was hitting a couple overheads. Didn't seem like she had a plan there, and that's all Zubori, recognized that their positioning, they didn't really shift at all or move forward to be in a good volley position there, and the drive forced the error from Gebbia.
Yeah, this is just one of those matches, Patty, that if Hanisch and Zubori don't make mistakes. There's not much Delmonico and Gebbia can do to really push them.
Guy, in 1935, the first year the women's nationals were held, can you name any of the players? If you can name 2 of the players, you win a prize.
Wow.
But if you can name all 4,
1935. I have a good memory, you know.
I know, and I mean, you're usually spot on with stuff like this. What do you got?
How about Mrs. Henry B. Eaton?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Who was her partner?
How about Miss Percival S. Fuller?
And what was the first year, Guy, where they started calling the women players who won nationals not by their husband's name?
Well, that's a great question. You might have to answer that.
What do you think, Guy? What year do you think it would have been around? I mean, just think about how.
I mean, you're asking me that. Hold up. You're asking me that question after I just named 2 people from 1935 nationals?
All right, Guy, was it 1975? Was it 1963, or was it 1969?
I'll say 69.
I'm sorry, it was 1975 when Hillary Hilton and Annabelle Lang defeated Shirley Babington, Marty Kavanaugh. Sister team in the finals of Nats.
And we're getting an update on the Lopez-Page match. They're up 4-love in the second.
6-0-4-0, just a dominant performance.
And it's kind of headed that way here, right?
And Guy, we talked about the separation with the, there's 4 teams who had a legitimate chance of winning this national championship. 5th team in there, that phenomenal team, former national champs, but not together yet, they hope, would be Anika and Nicolescu.
Right, agreed.
And they, I think they're coming up.
Of her creativity and how many different overheads and looks she can give you. Here we go, 40-15, Delmonico and Gebbia.
Let's go.
They need to capitalize.
Yeah.
Lauren, you realize that they just hit 8 out of the last 10 balls that Lopez-Page hit. 8 drives, 2 lofts.
40-30. 15-40.
And the winner of this match will play the winner of Haubauer, Jackson, Lopez, and Page. Think about it. These teams potentially could have, that are going to play each other probably, they could win their quarters 0-1, 0-0, and then end up in the semis.
With a lot of momentum.
Sure.
All right.
There it is.
They're on the boards, Guy.
Zubori lead 2-1 in the second set.
Well,
Hanisch Zubori won the first set, 6-0.
Patty, great time to talk about one of our local sponsors, Pure Hockey. At Pure Hockey, our mission is to share our passion for hockey and deliver an unmatched shopping experience to inspire a lifelong love for the game and be the trusted partner for players, families, and organizations nationwide. Come visit us at Pure Hockey Store near you.
I just might do that, Guy. Great sponsor of the national championships.
All kidding aside, though, Patty, I mean, you got to start somewhere. So Delmonico and Gebbia winning a game there. Let's see if they could use that and kind of continue.
Lopez-Page lead, 5-0, second set. Lopez-Page won the first set, 6-love.
Yeah, Patty, you take what Gebbia and Delmonico do well and basically Hanisch and Zubori just do it better.
Yep, 9 games into the match. How many unforced errors from Zubori and Hanisch, Guy?
Not many. I mean, you could count them on one hand.
How many fingers on that one hand do you need?
4.
Pretty clean match. Gebbia
40-15.
a nice job of making some digs out of the corner, but Hanisch was just going shot back, and unless she can launch a high lob, watch out. And it leads to the drop shot opportunity.
And that's one of the things Hanisch does so well. She recognizes those opportunities and just steps.
Game, Hanisch Zubori. Hanisch Zubori lead 3-1 in the second set.
Steps up tight to the net, and that's kind of her signature drop shot volley.
30, love.
That afternoon sun, a lot of glare out there, Guy. Gives you the good backdrop there, the VIP section. We'll be rocking later on.
Patty, did you play well in the sun?
You know, I had an advantage with my height, Guy. A lot of people had to wait till later in the day when it got a little lower. It was pretty much.
You were just all good?
All good. No, the sun it's a big challenge when you're playing. And sometimes you have a new court, you might get a little more glare than normal.
Right, and based on the sun, I mean, your tactics could be different from one side to the other. I mean, if the sun's just that bad, tough to serve and come in and take the net. We've seen players all day today kind of, I don't want to say struggle, but, you know, when you're used to playing a certain way, there's nothing you can do about staring right into the sun and trying to hit overhead. Some players are better than others at it. But you could see right here with this glare, I mean, it's very, very difficult.
Love 30.
You know, this is where Gebbia and Delmonico, they're going to have to dig in really deep, Guy. And, like, we got to see what they're made of here, but they've got to grind and just try to get in some, you know, like we said, some longer points, but keep fighting.
Love 40.
That was a brutal overhead. Big wind up. You could just see that ball.
Huge. And what makes that overhead so effective is the depth, not to mention all the spin on it.
How do you hit that shot, Guy?
Well, you got to let it go to the wire, and you got to get behind the ball because it's going to come off the screen very quickly and stay very low.
40.
The other thing you have to pay attention to is your grip. You got to make sure you're using the correct continental grip to play that ball. Otherwise,
30-40.
Pretty unpredictable how it comes off your paddle.
And what's the advantage of using the continental grip in that situation, Guy?
You can go both ways. You can go forehand or backhand, but it also stabilizes your wrist. And Patty, interesting to think about, and you can see in the past game she's hit 3 or 4 drop shots.
Hanisch Zubori. Hanisch Zubori lead 4-1 in the second set. Hanisch Zubori won the first set, 6-love.
Patty, Corient is the official wealth sponsor of the APTA 2024-25 season. Corient is a fee-only wealth manager who puts their clients at the center of everything they do. Learn more at corient.com. Yeah, so the spin with that roller that Zubori hits, if you're using a semi-western grip, you tend to make contact lower on your paddle, which makes the ball coming off your paddle pretty unpredictable. If you're using the correct grip, it's still not an easy ball to deal with, but it makes things much more crisp. I think you'll see here Zubori start hitting a bunch of cutters and
15-all.
And Zubori doing whatever she wants to do. She's got tremendous variety in shots. Love her shots.
Exactly.
Love 15.
And for those watching, that's kind of been the story of the day. I mean, you just lose the ball on that sun. I mean, again, we're looking at that glare. For me, I wouldn't even think about coming in and staring at that sun.
No, I'm with you. Would you say Hanisch has one of the most reliable serves on the tour, Guy?
I do.
15 all.
So what's interesting, too, with her is that she is swinging pretty big here. If she missed a couple, she would just take some pace off and place it well, but she is not going to miss many serves.
30-15.
Yeah, the Hanisch Zubori machine is rolling. They rolled into Philly from North Jersey, and you know they look really good.
30.
And I love your point that Delmonico and Gebbia do everything really well. It's just that Zubori and Hanisch do it even better.
They sure do. And it's not taking anything away from Gebbia and Delmonico. It's just, we just said it, those top 4 or 5 teams, there's just a big separation between them and the rest of the field, even though the rest of the field is fantastic.
40.
And when we talked about the depth in this tournament, Guy, when you forget about the top 4 teams, when you go now team number 5 to team number 32, there's a lot of competitive matches in there.
Absolutely.
Some really phenomenal 64s, 32s. You had Hall of Famer Bobo Delaney played with Tony Mangan for another Nationals.
So good.
30-40.
Prendergast Zink, national champions, a couple times together.
And the interesting thing too,
They
Patty,
made the 16s, which was a great role for them.
yeah, and how the Nationals have changed too. I mean, with the point system and PTIs, and I mean, you used to be able to just enter the national tournament, right?
Yes.
Now you got to qualify.
Got to get those points, so that determines your seed, and the higher the seed, the better chance you have of avoiding playing one of these top teams early on. That's why APTA Tour goes, were there 19 events this year, Guy? Lots of opportunity for women all around the country to jump in,
Advantage,
play against some of the
Hanisch
game's
Zubori.
best.
Got a good look there at Zubori's devastating roller. You heard her apologize to Carrie. I mean, to be honest with you, Patty, she could hit that anytime she wants.
Shout out to Karen Salerno, one of the live stream biggest fans, right up there with Damian Johnston, a couple others that we always mention. Her son Jack Salerno played with Tim Antonia's son Jack, and they took Broderick Christian 3 sets. What round match was that, Guy?
That was 32.
32s.
Yeah, I talked to Jack and Steve last night. What a couple of great boys, man.
Love those guys.
They are just so happy to be playing paddle. I mean, they're going to be a team to reckon with for a while.
Yeah, and kudos to them. They've worked their way up into some of the bigger draws. They had to get some national ranking points, and they got a break. And to go 3 sets with country's number 16, phenomenal achievement.
Love.
Carrie did a good job holding that backhand. I think she caught Hanisch, I'm guessing, guessing wrong that time. So
And that's
a little
what,
something.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Carrie does so well too. Is she holds. She's very deceptive.
What does that mean? Hold. What does that mean? Guy holding the shot.
She lets the point develop. She lets her opponents commit one way and then uses their momentum against them.
It's a great serve. Gebbia went for that. I would love to see her serve bigger.
Yeah, you're down 6-love, 5-1. I mean,
but look at that serve. A lot of depth. Put her in a perfect position. Hit a really good, well-controlled, well-balanced first volley.
okay, a little light, Patty. Needless to say, just I always.
Game Delmonico Gebbia. Hanisch Zubori lead 5-2 in the second set. Hanisch Zubori won the first set 6-0.
Winner of this match looks like we'll meet up Lopez and Page in semifinal action. That'll be tomorrow morning starting at 8:30.
15-love.
Guy, we have so many great sponsors. Why don't you tell us about one more?
Let me tell you about BLBB Advisors. BLBB Advisors is a wealth advisory firm founded in Chestnut Hill that has proudly served generations of individuals, families, endowments, and business owners in our community. For more than 6 decades, they have dedicated to providing strategic fiduciary guidance and personalized investment planning using its Plan, Invest, Succeed process.
You understand what they do, don't you, Guy?
I sure do.
40-15.
All right, couple of match points here for berth in the semifinals of the 2025 National Championships.
And the winner of this match will play Page and Lopez, Patty?
They will. Page and Lopez just took out Hallbauer and Jackson pretty efficiently.
Yeah, very similar to this match.
Yep, and that's where you knew these top 4 teams, they try to get out of these quarterfinals as efficiently. They're not messing around. They want to get off the court.
And there it is.
So Zubori Hanisch showed everybody why they're the number 2 team in the country. Guy, thanks for calling the match. That's a wrap here from the women's quarterfinals. Stay tuned. We've got men's quarterfinal action up next, I believe.
Yes, we do. Thanks, Patty.
Thanks, Guy.
At Volley, we build tools to unlock your potential. The new Volley PTI feature breaks down your game like never before. Ever wondered, which partner has impacted my PTI the most? What's our win percentage as the favorite or underdog? Do I perform differently in 2 or 3 set matches? Now, it's all at your fingertips. The PTI tool is free to everyone. Download the Volley app today and level up your game. We'll see you on the court.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
You know you have an account with Philadelphia. A, they're covered properly. You know, the policy is second to none. And B, you're going to have no service issues, whether it's inspections, claims, billing, whatever the problem may be, they're on top of it.
I love working with Philadelphia insurance companies. It's easy doing business with them. They make us look good.
It's a cultural thing with Philadelphia. Everybody is there for you.
For all those making it big out there, shouldn't your mobile service be able to keep up with you?
Hello, everyone.
Get Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig at home and on the go. Introducing Power Boost, only from Xfinity Mobile. Now that's big. Xfinity Internet customers, cut your mobile bill in half versus T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T for your first year. Plus, ask how to get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus on us.
Total Platform Tennis, the country's leader in court construction and facilities design, is now offering modular warming huts. Here is a sample of what we can provide. For more options and to learn more about this exciting innovation, visit our website at totalplatformtennis.com.